Minorities face chronic and acute stress. For example, being a sexual minority, they face chronic stress. So if we create affirmative climates for these students to live in, then their stress levels may be reduced.
Hi, my name is Toby Ajimoko, and I'm an undergraduate student here at the University of Pittsburgh. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
I'm Robert Coulter, and I'm now currently a postdoctoral scholar at the University of Pittsburgh.
So what are we focusing on today?
Today we're going to be looking at alcohol use among lesbian, gay, and bisexual students.
Okay. So can you tell me exactly what it was about?
So the primary research question was, how are LGBTQ affirmative climates associated with drinking behaviors among adolescents?
Can you clarify what an affirmative environment is?
Sure. So we asked questions about whether or not there were safe spaces or clubs, such as gay-straight alliances.
Okay.
We asked about anti-bullying policies based on one's perceived sexual orientation. And we also asked about whether or not teachers receive professional development around LGBTQ issues.
Maintain being positive, even if kids act foolish like that. And so how do you? You were the ones that kids would say, like, I'm not gay, I'm not signing that. Like,
you don't have to be.
There's kids who would think like, oh, I'm not gay, I'm not signing up. And then there's kids who are like, I'm not the issue here. Like, I'm not the bully that silenced these kids. It's like, I'm not blaming you for this. We just want support. And that's what really matters.
So what were the results of your study?
We found that gay, lesbian, and heterosexual adolescents engaged in less binge drinking days if they lived in more affirmative school climates.
So can you tell me about this data here?
So based on the final models that we ran, we estimated the effect of LGBT school climate among each of these groups on 3 alcohol use behaviors.
Okay.
Number of drinking days in the past month, number of days drinking at school in the past month, and number of heavy episodic drinking days in the past month.
Okay.
So what you can see here is among heterosexuals, if they lived in jurisdictions with higher affirmative school climates, they had reduced number of heavy episodic drinking days. Similarly, we saw the same effect among gay lesbian people.
Thank you. We're supporting the LGBT community.
Because of bullying or being queer or trans. And a lot of students have taken their own lives because of these issues. So this is kind of like we're taking it back and we're showing just how many people have been lost.
Thank you.
And where do you want to go with this next?
So my work next is focusing largely on one facet of the school environment, which is training and professional development for teachers. I think that teachers are curious about knowing better ways to support LGBTQ youth, and that's where I plan on taking my research in the future.